Ready to organise your sewing supplies? Let's get started with Stash Hub. Hi, I'm Doug, co-founder of Stash Hub. My wife Yvette and I have worked hard to make Stash Hub really user-friendly. However, here's a quick run through of the app to help you get started. This video assumes you've created a Stash Hub account. I'm using it on an iPad, but Stash Hub works on all phones, tablets, and even on your computer through the browser. They all work the same, with only some minor visual differences. The Fabrics page is your default home screen, although you can change this later. To navigate to different parts of Stash Hub app, use the sidebar on the left, or if it's not shown, open it through the menu in the top left. This is a list of all the sections of Stash Hub, including your settings, Stash Catalogue, divided into fabrics, patterns, notions, projects, stats, and lots more. Let's start by having a look at the Fabrics page. There are lots of similarities between fabrics, patterns, and notions. When you start, there's an example fabric, but we'll create a new blank record by typing Add New. Simply tap into the box to fill in a field. The status of a record is shown at the top, with uncut being the default for fabrics. Tap to change the status. Wishlist is great for saving fabrics you like instead of making impulse purchases. It's up to you to decide what size of fabric that constitutes remnants and scraps. Used and destashed statuses means you can still keep a record of fabrics you no longer have in your stash. And remember, all the fields are optional, so don't worry if you don't know all the information about a particular fabric. There's more than just one way to add records into Stash Hub. Bulk add is a great way if you want to quickly add lots of pictures with minimal information. You can always come back and add more details later. Magic Input is a really cool feature that allows you to paste the URL of a web listing for a fabric, and the images and all the information will be entered into the correct boxes automatically for you. Tap back to return to the Fabrics homepage, where each fabric record is shown as a photo with name, fabric type, and length. The quick filters at the top can be used to filter and sort your records. Stash Hub Plus subscribers can also use advanced filters to really narrow down what they're looking for in their stash. The search can be used to search fabric name or type. Patterns is very similar to fabrics, although with fields and filters appropriate for patterns. Again, remember you don't need to fill in every single field. Notions are slightly different as they are divided into different types, which can be customized. This is a good time to mention that we have a large number of tutorials which can be found on our website. Projects is where Stash Hub gets really fun. This is where you can get creative and combine your patterns, fabric, and notions to create sewing plans. Tap on the plus button to create a new project. Your project status is shown at the top, and as before, tap on it to update. Enter a title for your project. The buttons below allow you to link to other parts of Stash Hub, so you can select the fabric, patterns, and notions you want to use. You can add multiple if you're planning color blocking or pattern hacking. Person links to your measurements. Challenges links to your saved sewing challenges, so make sure to check out the challenges section to discover what's happening in the online sewing community or to set personal goals. Inspiration is great if your project has been inspired by some ready-to-wear fashion or something you've seen out and about. Here are a couple of cool automations within projects. If you enter the length used next to the fabric, then check off Cut Out on the to-do list, you'll have the option to update the remaining fabric length. And when you check off Sew, you can update the status of the sewing pattern that you used. When you finish your project, tap on the status and update it to complete. It's so satisfying. Before you start uploading your stash, check out Settings, as this is where you can customize your account. Tap Customization at the top and select your preferences. The options highlighted in green will be your defaults throughout the app. If you use a mix of units, for example sometimes by fabric by the yard and sometimes by the meter, you can also switch between units individually in each record. There's lots more to explore in Settings, including managing StashHub Plus subscription, referring friends, and visiting links to find out more about StashHub. I hope you have fun exploring StashHub and falling in love with your stash. We have lots more tutorial videos here on YouTube and also written tutorials on our website. Happy stashing!